Welcome to That Game Show, the awkward, inappropriate, random podcast that occasionally talks about games.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to That Game Show. I am Chase Bunker, of course, joined always by Kyle Helmstetter. If you are watching this on YouTube right now, Kyle put something in his eyes. I don't know what you're doing, Kyle. What the heck are you doing?
I'm having the time of my life, and that's all I got.
Yeah, I feel like you should stop there. I don't know if they're like Marvin Gaye's family and will just file like copyright strikes like crazy, but
I think I was under the 7-second limit, which is what I'm really good at.
all right. Well, we went there. We got some stuff to talk about, but first, I've been noticing this, and I want you to tell me what you think of this. So
you don't have gray hairs, man. It's not true. You're looking great. Don't worry about it.
Are you sure?
No.
Okay.
They might be gray.
Don't tell me that.
All right.
Anyway,
They're not gray.
are you saying that because I told you to not tell me that?
Absolutely. They might be gray.
It's the one thing I've tried to hold on to is like, I know that I'm aware I'm getting older, and there's been countless times where I'm getting reminders of how much older that I am, but it's just the fact that like I don't have the gray hairs yet, and I'm like holding on to that fact. But anyway, enough about my paranoia. I've been watching a lot of shorts lately. Like I'll go either on YouTube or like YouTube will give me all the podcast shorts. Facebook gives me a lot of like cat videos and stuff. But on Facebook, for some reason, I'm getting a lot of trick shot people. Have you watched these at all?
I've seen a lot of the blooper ones where they do something they weren't intending to do, and they're so. It's funny because like I feel like sometimes they have this happy face in the like the scene that they give you, but in the bloopers they look miserable.
It has to be a miserable existence to be a trick shot TikToker because of how much constant failure you have to go through for that payoff.
Yeah, like if you wanted failure, you could just ask to live a day in my life. Like I could set you up. You don't even have to do trick shots for it. You can just be you, or me, rather.
All right, that got dark quickly.
Yeah, we haven't had one of those in a while, have we?
Mm-hmm.
I've still got depression.
It's one of those where like they'll show they'll have a timer. Like I'll watch there's one guy I've been watching a lot of. I think it's pronounced Jay Jinho 81, and he'll just do these weird things where he's like, I'm going to throw this thumbtack and it's going to fall directly into like a pen hole or something. And it's just like, why would you be that miserable? Like, why do you hate yourself to where you're just going to constantly do that?
You know, the ones that make me not only cringe, which is weird to say for like throwing things or trick shots, but they make me cringe and they look depressing, are the ones with the console and they throw the disc at it to try to get the disc to catch in and then go in. And I'm like, one, how many discs do you think you break, chip, or scratch? Like, scratch alone, just break. Like, some of those have to shatter.
Mm-hmm.
Then you mess up like, what if you go the wrong way on the console? Like, I can't imagine this is healthy for the console either. And it just, there's that little part of me that's like not a techno-savant, but I'm just like, ooh, I don't know if I like looking at this. This just makes me uncomfortable from like a materialistic standpoint.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't say cringe might be the right word, but it's just one of those you're just like, I don't know why you're doing this. Like, and I guess like you do get the jubilation in the end, but it just must be so exhausting because I know some of these, they just take multiple days where they say, stop, I'm going to give up and just go at it a different way or try again tomorrow. But it just seems like a miserable existence to just like constantly fail for 1 second of like jubilation.
So you're describing like a Souls game, but in real life.
Yeah, there you go.
Chase Bunker.
I played it on a demo disc and I'm like, all right, I'll try this out once. Like, Disney skateboarding was on there on a demo disc, and I tried that out.
Yeah.
With the Simple Plan theme song and all that.
Kyle Helmstetter.
You know immediately what I'm talking about, too.
Yeah.
What's worse is you were much younger and probably enjoyed it. I was 25.
This is That Game Show.
So, Kyle, you know this, and I think some of the fans who've listened to our previous shows know this.
You are not a virgin anymore.
Well,
That's true.
I've been married for 3 years, so I would like.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You don't really sound happy for me.
Oh,
but,
I'm happy for you.
Oh, okay. Excellent. Thank you for that. I have a horrible arachnophobia, and like there'll be the point where like I won't buy games with spiders that are in it. So like Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, I won't buy those. Skyrim definitely won't. And so Grounded in the beginning had this thing called arachnophobia mode because there's giant spiders in the game. They would just eliminate the spiders, essentially, just make them like blobs. Well, now Jedi Survivor, the newest Star Wars game, which is also, it was getting Game of the Year nods until, Tears of the Kingdom came out.
Check out that episode.
Yes, where we break that down. No, I'm not putting it in any corner. If you're watching this on YouTube, I'm not putting it on any corner. That is way too much work for me to do. And so Jedi Survivor came out, and then it was announced that they are also adding arachnophobia mode because they have giant spiders, which a few things. One, media outlets that kept promoting arachnophobia mode kept showing the giant spiders in like the main thumbnail.
Yeah, how are you gonna know what they were talking about if they didn't put a picture of the spider?
If you just put arachnophobia mode, I know what they're talking about. You don't need to put the giant spider there. That seems counterintuitive. It's like, nice. Oh, triggering.
Though.
It's
like
like,
you don't even know how it translates in other languages.
I'm pretty sure if you say they'll eliminate the spider-like creatures, they know what you're talking about. It's like, oh, hey, here's a phrase that's going to make this a lot less triggering. Oh, write down, back to triggering.
Well, that's like having arachnophobia and then being afraid of the word arachnid, so they block out that word and then they don't put the picture, and you're like, I don't even know what they're talking about. It could be anything. Like maybe they're getting rid of the lightsabers. Maybe they're getting rid of the women. Oh, can I say that? Yikes.
I don't
get rid of the women. We like women.
There you go. That nice recovery. Just absolute way to go. And
dude,
speaking
scary.
Oh, well, here's the thing. Also, speaking of getting rid of the women, then you have the people involved. No. I have a point here with this. It's those people that hate any type of just female character in general.
Okay.
Thank you. That would just chime in and just call me a sissy or worse. And it's like every time they call me that, I'm just thinking, oh, cool. It's just magically cured. Like, you berating me just magically cured my arachnophobia. Like, I don't know what you think you're doing with that. Like, it's...
How is this tied to women?
Because it's those type of people that just always complain about every single female character. You know the type.
No, I know the type.
They're
usually the ones that get downvoted to high hell on Reddit.
Exactly. It's like, remember the guy at Atlanta Comic-Con when...
The one that told the really good Lady Thor that there's no such thing as Lady Thor?
Yes.
I looked at her and I was like...
And then 2 days later, it was announced that Natalie Portman was going to play female Thor in Love and Thunder.
Like, dude, it's okay if you didn't know that existed. That's not the problem. You should know it existed because it was a really good series, but it's okay if you don't. But, like, it's Comic-Con, dude. You can literally do anything. We had a male Harley Quinn.
Yeah. That was me.
Yeah, it was you. Yeah, you didn't have to. It's okay. You didn't have to tell everybody.
I just thought, hold up. You know what? I was going to tell the story, but I'm just going to make that the next bumper. So if you want to hear the bumper, just wait a few minutes.
Good parlay there. We'll put a picture of you in your little shorts.
Nope, not putting it up.
Right.
Nope, that's editing. That requires me to do work. Do you know how hard it is for me to do this? Like, I've already got 2 podcasts. I also edit the video on this. I try to make shorts that are but it's one of those, like, but anyway, going back to the main point, it's really bizarre how people just get so up in arms over adding an accessibility feature. Like, there's literally, it's not like it removes it's automatically set at default for it. Like, you have to go into settings and then you turn it off. Like, so it literally does not affect you unless you actively seek it out. And it's just this, and I understand now why Adam Sessler stopped associating himself as a gamer. And it's because of people that just get so hurt over just a simple accessibility feature. And I just don't understand why you have to get so angry over a feature that, mind you, unless you actively seek it, you don't have to turn it off.
Are you trying to describe the state of the world as a whole? Because I think you're doing a pretty good job.
I might be. I might have inadvertently described the state of the whole world.
Chase Bunker.
Guy comes up. Mind you, I'm dressed up as male Harley Quinn with short booty shorts and a woman's top.
Yep.
And he goes up to the female Thor and says, "Was there ever a female Thor?" And I'm thinking,
yes.
That's the thing you're going to complain about?
Kyle Helmstetter.
That's the thing you're going to take up anger with? Not me literally killing every man's erection in that entire con with my booty shorts, which, by the way, made my butt look great. And you're going to take offense to her costume?
This is That Game Show.
All right, Chase. So I feel like That Game Show, we are That Game Show. We play a lot of games when we're in person, but we never play games in terms of like game show games while we're doing podcasts.
What's funny is prior to your era here on That Game Show, we used to do Game Time a lot, where it would be like random trivia. So what's funny is you said, I've got a game to play, and I thought, oh, for stream? You're like, no, we could do it here. And so I'm kind of worried.
No, it's legal.
It's okay.
Yeah, it's legal.
Okay. Is it appropriate?
Yeah.
Okay. So
what's not appropriate?
Oh gosh, I don't have the time for that. Okay, so what is your game?
All right, so simple little game, simple easy game. I'm gonna go on Steam. I'm gonna go under the best sellers category, top sellers.
Okay.
And I'm going to have you tell me the first game that will appear that is negatively reviewed on Steam.
So it's not, so for context, for those of you who are unfamiliar with Steam, they have a user rating system. They'll have like critical ratings as well, or recent ratings. They'll have user ratings, and they'll be like positive, mixed, mostly negative, or overwhelmingly negative. So this isn't mixed. This is
overall. This is overall user reviews. Yeah.
Okay.
So, and this is top sellers. It doesn't give me a date, so it's gonna go off of, I'd assume, today, as in what sold the best. There are free games listed on here, but they're all the ones you can probably think of. So.
Okay.
All right. So I will freely give you the number one game currently on here is Counter-Strike Global Offensive, released back in August 21st, 2012.
Mm-hmm.
Steam Deck is listed, but that is not. It doesn't have reviews. So
yes.
You don't have to worry about that one.
Okay.
All right.
So this is a game. Like, this is okay.
It is a game. It is not DLC. It is not an expansion. It is a game.
And it's not going to be like, it's actually the Steam Link or something like that.
No. It is a game. Like, you could go on Xbox and buy this. You could go on PlayStation and buy this. You can buy this on other things.
So this is a multi-platform game then?
This is multi-platform. There's a hint for you already right off the bat. Look at me go. Just being a generous guy here.
Oh, man. Part of me wants to go with Redfall.
No, it is not Redfall.
Ooh, okay.
In fact, I'll let you know how far I have to scroll for Redfall, but it's probably going to be pretty far.
Is this a multiplayer game?
This is a multiplayer game.
Is it multiplayer only?
It is not multiplayer only.
Ooh, so there is a single player feature too.
We're gonna have some. I can see we're gonna have some 20 questions vibes going on.
Yes, yeah, pretty much.
Okay, I can vibe with that.
So it is a multi-platform game. It is multiplayer, but also with a single player.
So I'll just go ahead and mark 2 here. So we're doing good. If you need all 20 for this, I'm gonna really question if you're okay in life. But
I mean, I used to pride myself in knowing like every game that came out. Did this let's see. Did this game come out in the past 3 years? So 2020 on.
It did.
Okay. Did it come out in 2022 on?
It did not.
Ooh, okay. So it's 2020 or 2021. It's not Overwatch or Overwatch 2.
It is not Overwatch 1 or 2.
Check out that last episode to hear Kyle just go off.
Why are you trying to trigger me right now?
Little bit.
Overwatchophobia filter set.
Jeez. Was this game made by Konami?
Ooh, no. I do not believe it was. Please enter my birth date. Stupid.
Ooh, okay.
No, this was not.
So this is a rated M game or a scary game.
Or I have my birth date set to be when I was 6. Who knows?
Oh, okay.
It could be anything.
Is it Devour?
It is not Devour.
Okay. Well, I don't even think Devour has a single player. Actually, they say that. Oh.
Does that count as one? I don't know how 20 questions work.
Yeah, I think it does. So what am I at right now?
You're at 6.
Does this game have a very notable character?
No. Not among. If you're a hardcore follower, perhaps hardcore, but no, not to the general gaming public for sure.
This is tough.
I do have to say, like, looking at this, like, retrospectively, I'm like, okay, yeah, of course, but like, I will say that this is not the first thing I would have thought of when I think of like the top sellers list.
Okay. I do not have my Steam library up. I do not have anything up Steam, so I'm trying to do this fair.
Fun fact, I'll give you another hint for free. It's one of the only games on here that's truly negatively reviewed until you scroll far, far down this list.
Okay.
Like, it's pretty impressive.
Okay. Is it part of a series?
It is part of a series.
Is it a sequel of a series, or was this the first game?
It would be a sequel.
Okay, so it's a sequel to a game that came out in either 2020 or 2021. It has multiplayer as well as a single player option.
I will say that it is I use sequel kind of loosely because it's not the truest of sequels. Like, it's not a direct sequel. Let me look at something really quickly on this while you're continuing.
Okay.
Because now that I look at this, I'm actually curious if they did incorporate single player onto this. Oh, I'm sorry. It is actually not a single player. They actually decided to forego that part of it.
Are we sure it's not Overwatch 2?
Wow, triggered. First of all, and yes, I am sure. But yes, I will go ahead and give you one back because that was an omission of my part.
Okay.
I wonder why, if that actually incorporates why it got so poorly reviewed.
Multiplayer game. Hunt Showdown?
It is not.
I would say it's Skull and Bones, but that game hasn't even come out yet. That game's just going to be in purgatory for the rest of its existence.
Wah, wah.
Is it an asymmetrical multiplayer game?
And you want to go ahead and define that for the audience?
I
know what it is, but they may not know.
Asymmetrical multiplayer game is kind of like a 1v4 type scenario where the one is a little bit more beefed up. It's almost kind of like Dead by Daylight is an asymmetrical game.
No, it is not.
Okay. Is this I don't know if you'll know if it's a AAA game or not.
Yeah, no, it is.
It is a AAA game?
I would say this is a AAA game, assuming that I'm not completely stupid. I might be.
Oh, man.
What exactly constitutes AAA? Yeah, I mean, it seems... Yeah, this is AAA. Absolutely. This should...
Is it made by EA?
Yes.
Is it in the Battlefield franchise?
It is.
Is it Battlefield 2042?
It is. Very nicely done. And only at 12. Very
And
good.
it only took me 40 minutes.
Oh, good. We killed time perfectly.
Excellent. Yes. That was fun. We should do games more often. Do you want to do that?
Should.
Okay.
That'd be a fun one. We'll probably do 10 questions? 20 questions.
No, we can still do 20 questions. I mean, we can easily edit this down. But, yeah. Anyway. All right. That was a lot of fun.
That was good. Yeah.
I enjoy that. I'm so glad I got that right because I was worried. I was like, oh, no, I don't know what this is going to be. And so I thought it was going to be like, because I see sometimes on my Steam page, like, oh, hey, check out this, like, crappy, like, horror multiplayer game. It's like, oh. I was waiting for it to also be, like, Choo Choo Charles or something.
Well, the good news is you knew it was on the list of top sellers, probably across all time, because I told you that Counter-Strike was on there from 2012. So
Yes.
whatever you're contending with has to be a really popular game to still be on the list.
Mm-hmm.
And because I know that right now Star Wars is on there.
Yes.
Jedi Survivor is like number 7 or 8 on the list.
Mm-hmm.
This one you have to scroll down. I would say it's probably about 15 to 20, but it is like it has 35% negative review, like 35%. It's bad, and it's like the only one for a long time that is negative. The next negative true game is like half a page down. It's Destiny 2 is an expansion, and then you go even further down and you're back to no negatives. Like, wow, sucks for these guys because it's like the only truly negative game on there.
All right. Thank you very much, Kyle, for that. That was actually a lot of fun. And thank you all very much for listening. If you like what you heard today, please subscribe, rate, and review. It helps out the show greatly. You can follow me on Twitter at Chase Bunker. You can follow Kyle on Instagram at Scandinavian_sensations. For Kyle Helmstetter, I'm Chase Bunker. Thank you so much for listening, and we'll talk to you all in the next episode.
You have a nice name. Thanks for listening. Make sure you check out more episodes on iTunes and on our YouTube page, youtube.com/ThatGameShow. And follow us on Facebook, facebook.com/ThatGameShow.